What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Cyber Knight's Flashpoint. We have what is probably, actually this time, a doubleheader today running these two missions, with tomorrow's episode being Carnivore. Ultimately, our hacker is currently running some legwork. We want to get enough money to buy an upgraded cyber deck, and so we're going to run a Bodyguard mission that should be relatively straightforward. There will be some spice here, but it shouldn't be too bad. And then we're going to run this loot 3 vials job. The bug that caused there not to be a contact assigned to this was fixed earlier today. It didn't work retroactively. That's fine. This would have been Origami Joe getting some extra influence, but it is what it is. Either way, it is time to go ahead and run this mission. Nothing too spicy going on other than we've figured out our loadout. Did end up buying a higher level suppressor for the sniper rifle. It lowers the damage further, but it drops the noise radius to 22, which is nice. And otherwise decided to move the Vanguard into using the AR plus the sword, and then putting shotgun pistol here on the Cyber Knight. Either way, everyone's got decent stealth tools. Our secondary objective is around a low security level, and if we do, it's going to be really good for our wire ghost. We're on the ground here. Meet Reginald, your charge for the evening. Keep him close. All of our pay hinges on his survival, but if he goes down as a kill switch in his head, it'll wipe the quantum headwear, and then it won't go into the wrong hands. So, don't get shot. Alright, deliver him to the extraction point. We've got 5 mercs. We've got to get all the way over there, so fully across the map. I do tend to really enjoy this map for bodyguarding. I actually really enjoy when missions are kind of focused, and I can complete them in like 12-15 minutes. To be fair, I won't, this is 15 minutes, but I like when they are kind of focused, and I am focused more on the primary secondary objective and less around looting the entire map. I've done plenty of that over my course of time playing this game, and it makes the missions feel a bit more distinct. Also, this map has pretty unique challenges in that, like, here's a sniper over here that, like, if we want to go and grab her, we can do that, but it's a dead end. I have to go all the way back around, which, like, costs me some turns. That might be fine, but it means I have, like, interesting kind of pathing considerations to make. I think what I'm going to try to do is hug the left-hand side here, because I can dodge this sniper. This guy's on the ground anyway. It's a fire comm, so, or wildfire rather, so reasonably durable. We don't have any visibility beyond about this point, so guards here, 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 you know, this area around here, this is all possible. So the nice thing is, though, I have this entire path I know is safe up until about these steps, so there's only like a few, you know, real guard positions that might matter. We are on Urban HQ if you wanted to know the map. Here's my difficulty settings. Okay, great. And yeah, ultimately, as long as you're not scary, we can delay this turn because no one else knows anything. So let's look ahead and figure out what you two are doing. You are going to turn, and I'm actually worried that your turn is going to see me. If you see up these steps already, you can look up these steps. I guess the question is your line of sight such that you would see upstairs? I don't want to risk it, so we're going to go ahead and play pretty aggressively here. I might not have needed to be honest, but again, I'm just choosing not to risk it. So let's go bump everyone's initiative, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to yield Reginald here, and Cadillac's going to do the opening honors, which is, hey, she's got a bat, she's got silence, and she can go run at this first guy. And let's see, I guess I might be concerned about what you're doing. We'll have to look ahead this one as well and figure out more, but for now I can pretty cleanly run pretty far up. B just had the vision cone. Thank you, silence, making this completely kind of free. And we're just going to wear this guy down. This guy's not a danger. We have to get down here, so we're probably still going to do something. I'm going to need to... Actually, I can use lure to make sure these guys go somewhere bad. We'll just start with this, though. We find a grunt captain. He's over there, though, which we can probably bypass. Anyway, the question I have is, do I want to use a power slice for a stun? I think the answer is no. We get a shred, which is a 1 in 10. It's kind of wild. And a crit for the second one. You are just kind of the goat, I guess. Lure's going to be a little bit awkward, because I can't really put anywhere that doesn't turn this street vendor toward me. So what I'm tempted to do is use refract to make this really easy. Thing is, so here's the thing, right? I want to take a step forward, but I don't want to trigger the motion field, which means, and like I could jam kit it, but if I jam kit, I have no more action points left, right? And actually jam kit's not even range as it is, so I can't disable this. My CK can. And then after that, I like want to refract and block like this line of sight here, and then probably as I'm coming up the side, you know, something around here. We'll figure that out later, but for now I'm going to yield and let my CK... I mean, I know you're running away, so I'm not... Oh, you're going to hear footsteps, right. Okay, most of the team needs to delay, but I need to be... Okay, so what I need to do is go a little bit piecemeal. run out here. Let me turn that off. And then, once we put down Refract, we can let every guard have their turn. We can deal with this guy at some other point. Not really worried about it. Pistol does not need to shoot that guy. It's not useful. So let's do a bunch of delays again. Cadillac does not have silent running anymore, so got to be a little bit careful. I guess I have to crouch because you would hear footsteps. It is what it is. I don't believe... Yeah, it's too late. If I had done a full yield earlier, I could have dropped to around 13 initiative, gone ahead of this guy, but I screwed that one up, so mistake on my end. So we take a crouched run forward, we throw it on Refract. I'm pretty sure no matter where you turned, this is going to make me totally fine. I'm just going to throw this down, it should be okay. Again, I don't expect you to turn left, I don't know why you would. If you do, it's going to suck for me, unless Refract covers that. But I think it's unlikely, and then you probably don't have any patrol paths that hurt me either, so you're done. Hopefully it's all fine. Again, the team can yield. You're patrolling away. Cool. You are turning back that way. That's what I thought. Keep delaying. Keep delaying. Okay, you're patrolling away. Turns out you didn't have to care about that. Fine. Keep the delays going. You're going to run over there because, sure. Which will make this kill a little bit harder. Although maybe we can bypass. Ooh. If your patrol runs out this way, you're at 15, so we probably can fully run past you. But it's like, there is a world where we legitimately run up to here. And then try to race her, like, out to here, and, like, I'm gonna assume that you're gonna run to here. Like, here-ish on your turn. I know the arrow is short, but I believe you're gonna actually move on your turn. We'll see if that's true or not, but I'm gonna... So the question is, do we want to go and take a kill then first? Right? Because it's very reasonable to go here and spend 2 AP shooting, or 3 AP shooting, and have the rest of the team kind of clean up. That is probably correct in terms of making our patrol a little bit safer. That fewer bodies makes our job easier. Stealth crit? Nope. Coin flip failed. Yeah, okay, we crit the second one. Thanks. Bit of a waste there. Yeah, no special leverage. That's fine. Let's have you bump your move points up. Let's have you run... I would like him to shoot from stealth. Get the extra accuracy here. No one else can hear the gun. That's good news. We can inspect his gear for funsies. He's got just a normal rapid fire. He gets a level 1 pistol. Yeah, so the range really sucks here, and has buffed evasion. He's surprised we're just making it for the range difference, which means it's actually correct to try. If I go full auto, I get probably better chances of killing overall. So I just need 1 bullet. Nice. There, I got, I think, my exactly 1 bullet there. And yeah, do I care if you're running to the right or to the left? Let's just be safe and run to the left. This is faster pathing, but let's choose to be really risk averse here. Okay, so we see a new guard. So you're on an awkward spot for me. So I can't run too far forward on my turn. Now you're at 27, and I expect you to not move down the steps, but to be safe, we'll stand behind this box. So one thing I could do, I don't think I should, is I could pop Nest this turn. If I expect to use Nest again on like turn 6 or something, actually it would be exactly turn 6, I could start the cooldown early. Get this kill really easily. And with where this guy is standing, we do need this kill. But the question is, should it be the sniper? And my first instinct is, yes, it probably should. She'll be a really efficient source of damage. And no one else is in range. But then we're just going to move afterwards. And that seems pretty worthwhile. I'm trying to think if there's a better version of killing this guard, and I don't think there is. I think it is sniper, so I'm going to Nest right now. Do nothing with it, and then wake up next turn. You're going to go for a sprint here as well. Can't do much more than stand behind the sniper, which is totally fine. I don't believe I need to be worried about your vision cone, so I'm going to choose to believe that it's going to be fine. And off we go with the team. Okay. And if I need to marker sites, I can. I shouldn't need to, but sure. Alright. 2 kills. Good progress. Good progress, yeah. Good progression, or good progress on the first turn. It feels like I should let these guards wait and have them delay. And by that I mean my... Yep, so you're running far away. It's good for me. You're turning back. That means you might see the body. I'm a little bit afraid of that one. You turn back away, which is cool, but I still can't really deal with you cleanly. The grunt is just turning back and forth. You... Oh. I'm so glad there's a cliff in the way. I did not realize you were actually going to turn around. Wow. That... I am happy for this wall blocking line of sight. Because It's either this lip, actually it's probably this lip because of where your head is, like this is almost certainly blocking your line of sight. But yeah, it's that or the wall. I mean, yeah, I think it's from this blocking it. Either way, I'm pretty fortunate. I did not expect that. That would have been scary. Because you would have had full AP and could have shot for sure. Well, I'm not getting seen, so it's fine. Anyway, it's my entire team's turn to go. Let's use as little AP as possible. I have 2 shots here. Wow, I can shoot this guy too. That's kind of wild. That's crazy that that's actually in line of sight just barely. What a nutty shot. Good for you. Fully accurate and everything. Alright. I'm thinking... Well, let's see. So a couple thoughts here. Nest is giving me a lot of extra damage here. 43% chance to crit. If I crit, he gets 1 shot, and then Skull Shot gives me the AP back, which is pretty worthwhile. But also, based on what I'm seeing here, and this wildfire being kind of annoying, I'm really tempted to shoot here twice, but I think the chance of cleaning up that kill is really low, so let's not bother. Let's shoot 1. We crit. That's 1,000 damage. Alright, well, there's more buffs on. So here is... Okay, yeah, so now I have a ton of stealth crit, because both fleeting and quiet kill popped. So I get a ton of accuracy, a ton of stealth crit, a ton more accuracy. Extra move point and move speed is actually kind of nice as well. And so odds are I crit. And my crit damage, by the way, is like... Yeah, I do like 3.3x damage, which means this is actually a kill in the 80% chance that I crit. I think I'm willing to risk Skull Shot here as a result. Because 86% of the time, this guy's actually just dead. Yep, cool. So we crit her through high armor, right? This thing soaked 700 damage, and we still got the kill. Obviously, the 335 pure damage is a big deal. Thank you, Nest. We had about 1,000 outgoing ballistic damage, thanks to, again, dealing triple damage on 330. And then we got 35% of that right here. And it's like, yeah, we actually one-shot that noob over there. Alright, well, no one else is in range, but I gotta say, having a high-quality silencer on this sniper rifle, 22 noise radius, yeah, that's, it's looking pretty nice. So I'm thinking that because I have that move point, extra move speed, I can actually get pretty far forward, which is good. I can be pretty greedy here. I guess I'll stop short briefly to get a bit more info. Ah, yep. So the guards get spawned and see a corpse, which totally makes sense. I'm going to end you here. Yeah, the fact that you see a corpse is bad for me, but is what it is. So we have some escalation, or some tally as a result. There are a few guards in the way. I no longer have Nest. You know, I should have... No, this was going to be in the way. There was no way to get the shot. This guy's going to be hard to clean up. Might not be possible at all. You can make the run pretty cleanly. That's good news. Let's put you as far forward as we can. This lip, again, being incredibly valuable. The fact that you've been only turning back and forth means I'm not worried about you. You matter a bit, but we can try to use something to deal with you. But yeah, we can barely walk up this ledge here. And if you turn to your left, we can maybe walk up these stairs. Ultimately, no good spot for a refract, so I'm not going to bother. Reginald can run up here. Okay, that seems fine. You will probably... Yeah, you're going to report the body. AI will send somebody to run over here and start hunting. And you're going to hunt randomly as well. You rolled a 17, which scares me. If you hunt downwards, you're going to see my people, probably. So let me hide behind this, which makes it a little bit safer. But I am a little exposed here, largely with the Vanguard being... Well, Vanguard's at 18. I'm not too worried, actually. I think I can aggressively run my entire team forward and rely on the Vanguard throwing down Refract and making sure I'm safe. Because the only people who've rolled above that, you're far away, you can't get to me, and you're far away as well. So, yeah, Vanguard's initiative is good enough that if it wasn't, I would use pre-computed advantage for my Cyber Knight, but I don't need to. So I can simply run forward. I'm going to still hug the left here to be safe. I lose a little bit of movement, but I don't want to get caught out by him running up for some reason. I guess she would still get caught out, so it doesn't really matter, but... Okay, so yeah, you've been told you can't go very far. I don't think this guy can actually do anything. Yeah, you're back on your patrol, but we're away from you for now. Reginald's okay for now. You're not doing much. Okay, yeah, choose to investigate because you saw a corpse. Are you going to hunt? Yes. Are you going to see me? Not quite. You chose to go that way. That's good. Alright, Vanguard can go quite far. I will have you stop a bit short. So I put you here. I'm worried about you. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to cover what I can with Refract, which is going to be something like this. It won't block absolutely everything. But odds are high. Oh, shoot, is his foot showing? Did I put it too far back? Yeah, okay, this guy can actually see a foot, but it might be behind cover, it might be okay. But this might actually betray us. There's a chance this person's going to see our guy as a result. That's my fault. It's bad play. I could try to lure, make things a little bit nicer. That's going to be tough, though. Again, don't have the rest of the lure upgrades, so I don't have all the range that I want. If you cap it out, it's got like a 25 or 30 meter range, and I believe a 15 meter radius. Which means I could clobber like this entire group. I really think maxed out lure is like incredibly powerful, and then like low to mid upgrade lure is like occasionally great, but maxed out lure can like completely carry an entire map. I think it's really fun. It's not a complaint. It's just like, oh yeah, if I get more points here, it's really sick. Yeah, no one else was told to do anything. You're gonna investigate proactively. You are thankfully hunting the wrong way, which is lucky for me. Let's get everyone into cover as best as we can. You should only be turning back and forth, and you are. Have you had your turn yet? Yes, and it's not good for me. Yeah, you guys are going really early in the next turn's initiative. And I'm worried that let's see, you're not going to be a concern, so I'm going to chill my CK for now, let everyone else go. Yep, you're just doing guarding. Okay, so what can we actually accomplish here? I could go incredibly loud and shoot my Urban Assault. That would be questionable, though it would deal a lot of damage. So let's see. How do we handle these guys? I think the answer is look for lure. So I think you're going to be running up to here, and lure is far enough forward that we can pull all of you guys that direction. Now, ideally, I'd like to pull you somewhere as well. It's going to be really hard to do, though. So I ran out, you know, to here. Yeah, I don't... The thing is, lure does not go farther than this person's visibility range. And you're a bit spicy to me as well. And actually, shoot, I've nowhere to hide. If this person goes somewhere annoying, I'm in a really bad spot. I can rely on pre-computed to be okay, but that's going to be kind of it. So what I'm going to do is hug this wall, which lowers my chance of getting seen. I'm going to lure these two away. I don't want to catch that sniper. Ideally, she turns away at some point. But let's lure both of you out that way, so that you will move farther out. You probably will still be closer to getting your footsteps, but it's going to be not as dangerous. And then because they are going to run out that way, this guy has a space to be a little bit more aggressive. Because we know that you're doing nothing. The AI knows nothing new. They're going here. You can't get to me, and I think you're just not going to be a real threat. So I'm going to duck you out to here, and it's going to be fine. If I'm wrong, I lose the mission, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine. We can move our sniper up. And kind of the entire squad gets to run out like this. I do wish I had one more charge of Refract. I can use things like Rewind to do that. And I probably will as a result. So what you're going to do... Yeah, you can't get all that far. And I want to save... I want to maybe save 2 action points even. I don't really want to save 2 action points. So the play is basically stand here, which is very far from this street bender. She'd have to choose to walk in the middle to see me, which I think is very unlikely. Oh, Cadillac's going really late. And if I am worried about you, I need Cadillac to go earlier. Okay, so the play is get to here and use both Rewind and Pre-Computed to let her throw another... Yeah, so let's Rewind. Let's Pre-Compute, so you go early next turn. I'll go as far as I can, which is going to be to around, you know, here, hug the wall, because it's safer. I should have done this earlier. It's my fault. Let's go predict some movements here. We know you guys are lured, but these 3 matter to me. And so you are going to hopefully just stand still. You are going to probably turn back, and you're going to turn back as well, and I'm out of your vision range. So you're fine. You're there. And based on what we know, you can duck forward and hang out here. I'm worried about that not being good for me. I'm going to... I can get to that with 1 AP left. There. That should leave him as safe. Alright. So there's an escalation. It turns on some landmines. They are thankfully not in the way. Camera moves. Ah, shoot. Didn't think about the cameras coming up. Okay, well... It's already spotted 2. There's no reason to turn this camera off now. I have silence back. That's good news. You can see too far. I'm going to spend 2 AP getting closer. That part's okay. I'm going to refract to make sure that you don't see my guys really at all. I might want to conjoin with this cover right here. But I'm also tempted to go a little bit closer like this, which will block a lot more potential lines of sight. I think that's pretty good, actually. I'm going to do this. You should be fine where you are now. You're going to go investigate lure. You can't do anything, and you could actually, but you're not going to do anything because you've not been woken up. You are walking somewhat forward. You do see a corpse. Thank you, refract. That's why I put it down. You're doing nothing except that you are going to see us if we walk in. Oh, you turned around? That's bad for me. Well, I guess refract helps, but you have that visibility right there, which is not ideal. Let's do more yields. Actually, again, I want to report that... okay. Look ahead lied. Okay, so... it's only going to look forward, but instead she totally had a 4 AP patrol move planned. Alright. That's fine. We'll wait for the report to go through. We've still got plenty of space to work with before we hit sec level 6, but let's be as efficient as we can here. Reginald could... So if I wanted to, like, really run for it, I could make it out. That would wake up everybody. You would see and hear. You would see and hear. You would see and hear. You have a hug this side. Yeah, you would still hear the footsteps. So unfortunately, we're a little bit too loud, and that, like, you know, right here is, yeah, just under 10 meters. So you would hear footsteps just barely. The visibility is kind of unfortunate for me, but it is what it is. Okay, so what's the plan? What's the plan? Probably still wait. Let these guards spend their turns. There's no new information, so there's no reason to be worried about guard patrols. Cool, you've turned away, which is good for me. You can still stay where you are. You can still stay where you are. I could turn her around potentially. But, okay, so the whole team can go. So, real talk, can everyone make it? I guess the answer is no, because we know Cadillac can't. That's like the one big problem, is we could all book it except that our Vanguard would be caught here. If she for sure got a really good initiative roll, it'd be fine, but I can't guarantee that. Otherwise, I could book my entire team out. And of course, getting a ton of people spotted and heard is going to make things really awkward. So one thing I could try is to crouch everyone forward, do nothing on the stern, which is kind of awkward, don't get me wrong. But with a bunch of AP saved up, we get bonus initiative, and next turn my Cyber Knight gets to pop Tactical Surge to sprint out of here. I think that will actually be the play we go for, is... Not that we need to make this 1 AP progress, but I will anyway. Let's make sure I've got look ahead on these guys to make sure... Oh no, I don't have look ahead available, okay. I think legit... Oh yeah, you have to get closer, actually. But yeah, also this camera's going to make people move over towards me, which is going to be a little bit scary. But as long as I have AP... Right, my min roll... Ugh, yikes, my rolls are not good. Okay, shoot. Mistakes are made. So, the plan was, get a good initiative roll, and then with that initiative roll, pop Tactical Surge and sprint for the exit. which would work, except that these initiative rolls on them are already very, very high. Now, you're maybe still ruined by lure here on these two. You're going to maybe get moved by the camera, and if you walk down, you're going to see me. And Cadillac does not have a new refract until next turn, and she's not necessarily going first. Betting on a good initiative roll for Cadillac is not a recipe for success. Almost their entire team is going to have... And this guy's going to get 13. Yikes. Alright. How do we get out of this? I mean, I might get lucky and the guards don't walk at me, right? Obviously, that's possible. I can't shoot them easily because there's refract in the way. We can stun some of them and hope it's going to be good enough. Like, who are the scariest ones? Probably the Wildfire. Like, here, you have an Urban Assault Rifle. Let's stun you because you can actually kill me. You hopefully don't look anywhere special and you stop right there. That would be fine. You maybe just aren't a really big concern. Okay, there's a stun. Is there someone on a debuff? So I can drop initiative on somebody. Let's see. If you move, you're not going to be useful in time, I don't think. Well, no, if you run up, you're going to see me for sure. And you're at 18. Okay, I should run closer to this cover here then. So they don't see me on the way up. Like, hide from this guy, basically. We crouch to here. And I think the only one who really... Like, yeah, you would scare me. I think you will probably stand up there and stop. So I think only you can threaten me. Reginald can crouch up to here, and it should be okay. Just trying to hide from this grunt captain, basically. And get a little bit closer when I can. Again, acknowledging that I always make it out when I have Tactical Surge. Going to there seems fine. I don't know if I need to reload. I probably shouldn't have, but whatever. Cadillac, let's go ahead and use Lure again. See if we can get any extra benefits here. Try to send all three of them away if possible. All three of you go that way. No reason for the jam kit. Let's hide you again behind this wall as well as we can. That seems reasonable. Okay, so we're hiding behind Refract, which should last for the rest of next turn as well. Okay, Captain was sent. Okay, there's a body type running out and 2 people seen, so 3 send. Yep. Lotto is being sent, who is way over there. The Captain was sent. And, oh, that's so funny, we get Headhunters. Of all turns. You can't cross a D-Cartel boss and not expect to die for it. Going to run again, coward? Yep, Razorbacks is waiting for this chance to strike. They're here for one thing, our heads. They've got a lock on our signals. You won't be able to hide from them. They are deadly. They know our position. The amazing thing is, we're probably going to be okay. So, we did run from the other group last time. But here's Razorback. We're at PL7, so shotgun for Razorback. We've got Gigo here, who's also got a shotgun, decent health, and solid armor. We've got Armistice, who's also a shotgunner, good health, solid armor, and Sledge. Yeah, so it's basically a crew of shotgunners. So Razorback is a crew of shotgunners. They are very tanky, and thankfully I'm almost out, so we get to hide from them, which is cool. I'm not taking this fight, by the way. It is not worth it. I have no reason to rush Reginald out. I think these guys have no chance of shooting me this turn. They will probably shoot the guards, though. But you're running towards Lure. You're stunned. Do I want to throw another Refract down to be really safe? I suppose so. You're unaware, so I'm not worried about you. But if we Refract here, I cannot be shot by the guards. So let's do that. Seems fully safe. I'm just going to wait until... Yeah, so you're running to investigate. And guess what? Screw you. Yeah, looking around. Good for you. I didn't even think about him, but yeah, he's totally been sent. So yeah, you've been sent to go check out something as well. Here's Tactical Surge. And again, let's wait till this guy wastes his turn, so I don't wake him up and he doesn't run towards my guys here. They do all count as hidden, but I still don't want to, you know, toy with fate here. Okay, you're running to go check out the body. You find the body. Yep. You can wait. You can wait. You're going to investigate Lure. Thank you, Lure. You turned around, which is rude. You don't know anything, which is cool. Alright. The last of the guards. He's guarding, and he will watch us leave. Okay, you were running up. You popped some kind of ability. You ran very far. But again, we broke line of sight on you. See, this guy popped an ability. Let's go see what it is. It wasn't Sledge. Oh, no, it was kind of Sledge. Yeah, so he has plus move points and evasion, which is pretty scary. Armistice did not pop anything, but obviously this guy is a real boy. Sledge used Ripper Shot. Alright, so only guys left are those guys, so let's run to our exits. We made it. We bodyguarded our friend to safety. We were at security level 1. There's no chance you're going to catch me here. Did you get quite far? But not enough to kill me. That is a lot of action points. Dang, you might have more than normal. I could totally see them giving, because like that's a lot of movement, right? Going from there to there, that looks like more than 6. But again, if I'm a hunter, I wouldn't expect to have, you know, below average action points. I could totally see above average being real. Anyway, the squad is good. The squad's getting out. Managed to make a 5-turn mission take 30 minutes. To be fair, it got spicy by the end by trying to go as low violence as possible. Ended up being just enough time to get away from the hunters, but obviously that could have been really weird. The nice thing is we have shoved Dance Hall all the way up to 90 influence here, which is going to make her really powerful. And that she's going to get a limit break relatively soon and get us new stuff. The Los Agalas were on alert for the courier, but we cleared a path. My data was in good hands with you. And we dodged Razorback, but of course, they will not stop. No, they will not. Good influence, really good money, powerful stuff here. Underworld Hub token is ready in 0 hours. His legwork is basically due right now. This is not guaranteed to succeed. If it fails, it's going to make me take more time. We'll have enough time for Carnivore still, but yeah, we'll have to kind of bet on that one. Let's go ahead and do our class training real quick. That is our soldier getting more points to spend. Bumping crosshair lock seems fine. More accuracy, more pure damage seems very reasonable. We've already capped out run and gun. I'm not going to use pop slot. I've got what I want from Iron Grip. I've got what I want. I could take the plus charge on marker sites. That would be fine. Yeah, we'll take this. And then I believe level 10 is a 2-pointer, so I can spend points elsewhere. I'm not in love with Splat Pat. I'm happy to take 1 charge of marker sites here. Maybe I'll bump up Overwatch later. Maybe I'll go Crosshair Lock, or sorry, Plaster Cross, which is okay. I think Recoup is acceptable. It's not as OP as Savagery, which I'm declining to learn. I think Savagery and Coordinated Charge are both quite OP, so I'm skipping them on purpose. Either way, you are done, and for my CK, I need to level up to get 1 more talent point, or training point specifically. Anyway, let's move on, because I would like to run this mission, and I'll try to sprint through it as fast as I can. Yeah, let's safety save, and then let's go. Alright. Didn't have to crack any skulls. You were right about the tolerance for threats. It was very low. All week, never seen such timely jammers and crammers. Suddenly, everyone is eager to pay up front. It's like a fairyland. So, favors and influence? The docs don't forget their own. I found our connect. You found everything on my list? The Warner Braun Global Shipping Container is on its way to the bottom of the Atlantic. Unlucky for them, lucky for us. Well done. Nothing good is cheap. Warner Braun Global is the best, so I'm sure your smuggler will still need a handsome payment. We'll be working on completing the deal and let you know when we are ready. We got a 20% discount as a result. That's pretty sweet. Got a lot of money here. The clinic upgrade is due in 60 days. But before then, I want to get a better cyber deck. So, let me go to the market. And let me sort by powerful and rare cyber decks. I'm going to buy this. I think there is a level 6 deck. If I wanted, I guess I could wait and just like see if we get the limit break and where it goes. I'm not in an immediate rush, but basically, well, I want to run this mission though is the thing, and I want to run it before risking my hacker getting injured. So really, I feel like the correct choice is to progress in this manner. Let me double check what my last limit break was though, because every 6 days, so it was on the 22nd. Okay, limit break is 5 days away. I'm not going to risk that. So I'm just going to buy this deck now, and it is what it is. Powerful and rare. I'm going to buy this. It cost me $1 million. It's fine. We go into Hacker's Loadout, manage your cyber deck. Wrong thing, actually. We go in here. We need to uninstall the big programs. The baby ones are still here, though. Here, we'll line them back up, because someone else might use it at some point. I'm going to change your deck out for this one. Going to install our new programs. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Put you there. Move you down. Move you up. Move you up. Move you down. Move you down. Okay, so we've got this stuff going on. Not a lot of money, but it's fine. We've got now a well-equipped cyber deck with a lot of space. That's nice. And so let's go ahead and run a quick tune-up job. Let's go run this loot 3. Let's buy the gold key so we can get extra loot here. I'm not going to buy the blue key. I'm going to buy the Matrix Snoop, though. Pretty expensive, but actually 80k is starting to the point where I'm willing to maybe not, but I don't know. It's so much nicer. I'm going to save Field Ops token charges for Carnivore. I've already used some. No, I haven't actually yet. But I'm going to save them for this. Hacking Station I've already used my points on. Yeah, okay. So, let's go ahead and rush right into the next mission. I guess I should wait for some of these recoveries so I can put people in the SimStream trainer. Actually, no, I don't need that. So if we go here and prep my mercs, I'm going to swap out... I probably want to leave the Vanguard or the EX, but the EX is getting healed. So I'm going to swap out my soldier for the hacker. I'm going to have you run the urban assault setup here. Where is it? There we go. I'm going to have you run this. You're going to take these from protocol. You're not going to be fighting a lot, but we've got some real gear for you. I think these guys are set up about as well as they're going to be. That seems fine. And then I'm going to put somebody into the trainer. Let's go ahead and send... Well, it can't be the Vanguard. Let's send the Cyber Sword or the Soldier. Let's send the Soldier. He's overall more useful to me. Everyone else is fine doing their jobs. All right, mission 2. This is the squad. We're ready to go. We still have some head on our chance. Thankfully, we have pretty good guns here. Shouldn't be horrible. Let's rock. This will probably be like a 50-minute long mission, but we'll do what we can. The pieces of the formula we've been sent to find are hidden in loot boxes throughout the facility. They're not hidden in all in one place. Alright, let's ransack some lockers and find some formula. So, we cannot go down the blue key door. There's a box way over there, which we've got to grab. There is a gold key room right here, which gives us 4 more boxes and a matrix host for loot. There is a second matrix host way over there. We don't know where the exit is, but it'll probably be on this side of the map overall, because usually the exit is cross-map from where you start. So I could see it being here. These would be my 2 most likely spots here. This one is unlikely, probably one of these 2. Anyway, yeah, going through the middle gives us this box as well. It's going to be kind of awkward. This host only blocks out landmines, but it's so far away that we're not going to drop these landmines out easily. Also, oh cool, I think I haven't seen these guys in a while. So T fire comms, so we are against Ultratech, because Ultratech has the T prefixed characters. Fire comms have good armor, and of course they have high quality assault rifles, well, at least urban assaults as well, who can shoot full auto, so he can be really scary. And again, being tanky is a big deal. Tactical Surge. I don't... Well, okay, let's be ultra safe. Let's throw it on look ahead anyway. I really don't think I'll need it, but, like, let's just make sure his patrol route isn't direct... Oh, it is actually directly at me. He would see me, right? So I've got to go take the skill. Shotgun has a noise radius of a mile. Actually, technically... No, there's no chance. Okay, so I'm going to delay and have other people go first. Cadillac could run the AR or use the club. I'm thinking the AR, to be honest. We could send one person. Actually, probably Cadillac? It's probably Rhino. I think we send Rhino across to grab this and come back. Because we want Cadillac with the rest of the team to knock down devices. Which actually means I want to keep delaying then and let Rhinos go for this kill. So I'll go into Nest and just shoot. The kill is pretty likely for you. Again, the crit chance here is pretty solid. It's coin flip. If I get it, great. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. Okay, we get some damage. Okay, no kill, but we get to run forward, and that's fine. Not going to use Revolver. It's too loud. We'll just simply run for the exit. His vision cone is not long enough to see everybody else, so he only reveals Rhino. In fact, Rhino is only hunted because there's no actual visual confirmation. He just knows he's been shot. Upsell. Who should be the next one to go for it? He wants to make forward progress here. Gotta turn off the laser wires, of course. How loud is this assault rifle? 40 meters, so it's like exactly at visibility radius of new guards. Which makes me think the best play... Yeah, I think it's going to be a yield. Oh, he can't. He's already done a yield. Okay. Yeah, I think your best play is actually just SMG then. Well, I guess we'll run to here. And if no one else pops up... Wow, really? Okay. Then I believe this UAR is safe to shoot with. Because I believe the awareness of guards radius is 40. I could be wrong. We'll see what happens, but we're going to go full auto here. We get a shred. No new guards wake up, so I was right. I think we just throw the bullets down range. Actually, you know what? Let's maximize a couple of things. So I'm going to run to here, which lets me shoot my SMG for 1 action point. It's not going to be highly accurate. It was never going to be. But this is me using 1 AP pretty efficiently. We missed. It's not a big surprise. Unique, I believe, cannot... Oh, she can yield because I did a delay. Alright. Well, the armor already being shredded, pistol's actually a good idea here. So let's stand somewhere where we are out of line of sight, which gives us a surprise attack. I think 2 AP for a pistol is worth it. This is the cheapest gun to reload, and stealth crit is the entire health bar. This camera, there's no chance it turns to the left. If it turns to the right, I can't do anything about that. I can't remove corpses. I'm going to yield back to Cadillac then and let her start using jam kit on stuff. My Seeker's already spent some action points, so let's kind of share the load as best we can. Let's make partial progress and get more information. Okay, there is a guard on low ground here. We've got a T-Rex, so these are the basic guards. We've got another T-Rex up here, so... Basic guards, he has the ability to look down, which is a little scary. I'm probably going to run down and throw a refract in. Okay, more guards known, but they're mostly far away, so it's not a big deal. Let's just kind of refract somewhere like this. That'll keep my team safe. I could have used silence to get there quicker. It's a 10% move speed buff, which is pretty valuable. What annoys is going to be figuring out how to get through to this box, because my sniper would have to run through this and pop a landmine and probably get seen by a camera. That's really awkward. The other option is have my entire team come all the way up here, then come back down. That's also pretty awkward. I might just choose not to do everything. Right, I might do a partial success because it's not really worth it. AT Assault is a shotgunner and also heavily armored. You can wait where you are. You're very safe. Unique can wait where she is. Well, might be slightly better, actually. I think you're not going to be too out in the open, although you're going to be a little bit in the open. Stabilizer Part 3, nice. And a heavy barrel, cool. They added some new weapon mod blueprints recently, which is cool. So I'm getting the beginnings of those now. Our secondary objective, by the way, is if we get a bunch of kills, we get bonus XP, which I'm pretty inclined to get. So I think we can start playing really loud soon anyway. And I actually should have thought about this when I was reading the mission prompt, was if we're getting a bonus for getting a bunch of kills, let's just take a much louder team and not turn things off, but too late for that now, of course. Sniper is fine where she is. Okay, you're going to see that body soon, but you're hiding from us. You're just standing still. You can keep running towards this. Well, 8 boxes. We're on the way. Alright, that's my entire team has already gone. Yeah, I'm going to get seen doing this. So how do I navigate around this? Problem is you're going to hear the gunfire every time. And so I'm tempted to say, let's just go for kills. Even though I set up this wall and everything. If our secondary objective is get a bunch of kills, and these guys are like obnoxious and annoying as it stands, let's just kill them instead. So there's 2 ways to go about this. I have 5 AP, right? Which means I can shoot 1 full auto and 1 burst fire. So on the one hand, the full auto... Actually, wow, the recoil is identical. I didn't realize that. Okay, then clearly we should use the large number of bullets when our hit chance is only okay. Or sorry, when our hit chance is best. Decent damage. And then our second shot's going to be a bit worse. Rip. It's fine. Yes, this gun is very loud, and so I'd wake up a lot of guards, so... It's basically run up here, and then... Once again, is it going to be, do I go full auto, or do I go double single target? Because I can go full auto on a single target, or I can go single target twice. I'm pretty tempted to go single. Well, I want to be. Oh no, he can't surprise because he's hunted already. The guy's alerted he's hunted, so he can't get a surprise attack. So best I can do is just make sure I'm close enough to be good, which means it's worth spending the 1 AP to walk a bit closer. And we'll just go single target twice. I think it's fine. Double burst fire is reasonable. First shot's going to be okay. Second shot's a guaranteed glancing. No, it's not actually. The obstruction's still too much. We still get both hits, which is pretty fortunate. And then Unique with the pistol should have a decent shot at this. Unfortunately, I ran all the way down, which means I am low on action points. I think to be ultra safe, I should just go for the stun no matter what. I think I should just always do that. And then... if I trust my team always cleans up, I can just kind of walk forward here. Hacker's going to take a bit to get there, so I'm not going to turn any devices off, but I might reload. And I can't get the kill. Well, I guess I can, actually. Alright, whatever. We'll get the kill. That's actually... oh, this is like guaranteed because it's a surprise target. It's fine. I wasted an ability. Camera sees the body. Again, that's kind of why I waited. Like, I should have waited because the camera seeing the body means they're going to escalate. They're gonna send guards to move, I should say. Oh, and here's the evac, or at least one of them. Right in the middle. Yep. You're going to go investigate that body. Okay, fine. And I am... are you going to hunt? Yes, you're going to see me. Oh, I'm fortunate you're out of AP. Yeah, I didn't play that one quite right. Because again, like, a lot goes wrong when he gets to see me. I, like, really wasn't planning for that at all. Anyway, we have exits there. Okay, it's a little bit shorter than what I thought. And again, right in the middle. So I could actually make a loop where I go for this box, and get out that way. Anyway, we've got some guards to get rid of. I should use the pistol last. The pistol cannot shred. We should let the shredding weapons go first. Full auto 1. Nice shot. I guess we just go again. Okay, not bad. At least the armor shredded, which is very helpful. Makes everyone else's job a lot easier. I'm going to yield. I'm going to have you go around this camera. No reason to get you tracked by the guards, basically. Okay. A Q anomaly report we can sell for money. That seems fine. And you can start coming up this way. You can start giving us fire support as well, which is good. You are patrolling. You were not woken up by the AI. I didn't check. It was my mistake, but it turns out we're fine. I'm tempted to go full auto here. That's a really nice crit. We can reload first, then shoot. That lets us use our entire turn. Accuracy is poor. It's fine. The important thing is Unique is still hidden. And so she has this really, really good hit chance. Because everyone she's shot, she's instantly killed, so no one's ever made visual confirmation on her. And so she counts as hidden still. Yeah, this guy's patrol route is not spicy or scary at all. You're going at 16, which I'm a little bit worried about. I'm just going to throw it out and look ahead. It'll be fine. We can start making progress. I think it'll be okay. More guard information. Sure, no big deal. Let's catch whoever we can. Maybe someone will walk in later. You are going to actually move next turn. Interesting. I didn't expect that. Initiative rolls are still fine, though. You have no assault rifle bullets, which is going to be scary, but it'll be okay, I think. It might not be, actually. I might have to use something like pre-computed into lure to be safe, and in fact, yeah, it's got a little scary. Okay, you're patrolling. You're not going to find any bodies yet. You are being told to investigate off the corpse. So, okay. This guy is squishy, but I don't have stun available without burning shock mine, which I could burn. It would be okay. I get my nice stealth hit. Upsell can go afterwards. I'm going to reload. I'm going to shoot twice and then decide whether or not... 3 hits is likely to kill. If I interfere... Okay. Here's the thought, right? I have an okay chance of getting this kill. After a surprise target goes away, my hit chance goes down to around 80%, which is guaranteed glancing hits, but it's not... I'm not going to get more stealth crits. Another consideration is that I can use interference spike or pre-compute it and get Cadillac in there, but Cadillac can't really easily reload and use the AR at the same time. Because it's 3 AP to reload, it's 2 AP to get a single target shot, and this guy is behind quite a bit of cover, which means 1 AP to get here is not going to work. So she can't shoot, she has a bat, she can't reach though. So she's useless. The only thing she can do is lure. And if she lures, we can drag him away and not have to worry about him this turn. The other consideration is, can upsell help? He can get to around here and shoot once or twice. That's kind of scary as well. But I don't have the ability to research how well upsell can do without taking a risk myself. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm just going to shoot twice. Or at least once. If I crit, we're chilling. If I don't crit, I might just throw a shock mine. Okay, no crit makes this really Yeah, okay, there's no way I get this kill here. I'm just going to shock mine this, because they're going to need it. And I'll just be willing to spend money. So now that you're shock mined... Wait, he's no longer a valid target? Why? What? Alright, that's weird. Okay, I'm going to report that as a bug. Okay. Game temporarily removed valid targeting. Okay. Repro. 1. Reload, then shoot the pistol. I'll call it the Raptor. 2. Throw shock mine at the guard. 3. Attempt to shoot the Raptor. Again. Game says no valid target. 4. Switch to the shotgun, then back to the Raptor. Game now lets me shoot. Don't know what's happening, but that's weird. Alrighty. Once that goes through, I will move forward. Definitely a very strange one. Either way, decent chance to hit. Yeah, we missed the 76, so I'm quite glad I stunned him, to be honest. Not much happening for you. And yeah, you're going to have a hard time being all... Oh, you're not even in range. Yeah, I'm really glad I did what I did then. I'll put you here, which should be line of sight for the SMG. 50%. Beautiful. Okay, not bad. But hey, you're stunned. I'm not worried about you. And then for the Vanguard, let's start taking some devices offline. I also should want to start reloading. I mean, realistically, it's the best thing I can do is reload here, and then take them offline next turn. I also want to take this offline, although not yet. My sniper's not ready yet. Okay, let's just run forward, take the reload, end the turn. It's fine. I'm still not sure how to handle my sniper right now. You have a lot of max health. More than I thought you would have had, but no, whatever. Anyway, yeah, she can't open this door, which is fine. I think it is unlikely that I'm able... Okay, I'm just going to stand here for now. I think this is safe for now. I guess there's a chance you get moved, but you're still unaware, and there's no new escalations. Actually, there is something. There's a body type running out. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Yep, crap. So you're going early next turn, and are going towards my sniper. That is an issue. And you're going towards the body timers, which is going to be down here, which means you are running this way. So I'm going to get spot. I'm going to get caught. I'm going to get caught. Oh, you went to that one. I'm so lucky. Okay, you're hunting. Don't turn right. Don't turn right. Don't turn right. You turned right. Oh, I'm hiding behind a barrel. Okay, I'm saved by the buoyancy of citrus. Alright, so you can theoretically make it. But I want to take some devices down. So I'm going to yield and have Cadillac do most of this to start. That camera wasn't useful. I shouldn't have done it. I'm going to knock that down, though. That probably gets to the switch, no problem. Yep. But anyway, you have a good gun, so I should be shooting this guy with it. I'm at the high ground. Get wrecked, Anakin. And this camera, I can get to here no problem. Alrighty, welcome to the host. It's a pretty small one. It's a loot host. These are specifically tagged to be, they only give loot. They don't have any, like, you know, control values. You have a ton of IO and a ton of memory, which is great. So we have an orange Timber Rattler now, so the QSEC AI, the orange rating, is going to make these things more difficult overall. These nodes don't really ever get harder, so these ones are going to be the same. It's the other stuff that gets spicier. So this is still pretty chill as well. Woke up the ice. Yeah, so we get escalations like that. Let's go to the CPU first. I think is going to be correct for me. Null op. Force deload scan. Did I kill everything though? Yeah, damage to 3. Kills 3. Okay. I lose scan. It's okay. I have enough IO to reload it. Spike the CPU. We've got one of everything here. Oh, I'm out of IO still. Wow. I guess scan 3 is really costly, so that makes sense. I am tempted to null op this to make progress. Tell you what, if it's a difficult to clear node, I will. Download is steal AP and remain up. I don't know if it's worth null opping though. Damage cyberdeck, download access, and then I don't want to have this pop on me, so I'm just gonna wait. Actually, if I null op, I don't want to. I really don't want to because I want to save the charges for later. I'm gonna null op this most likely. It's a little bit of AP, not a ton. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I'm still a little bit IO limited until I can get even more going on here. Basically just like unloading scan 3 just hurts a lot. Let's go ahead and tactical surge. I should do it once I'm catching Rhino. Just let me delay. You're patrolling. You found a body. You're going to hunt a little bit. AI is in your ear. You're just hunting. Alright, Rhino can just okay, I don't want to get it seen, so I should stay ducked. Yeah, there's no way getting away from this camera. This wall is probably too tight, although I guess we could see. We stay crouched. Yep, we get seen. Okay. Let me... Actually, I'm going to report that as well. Camera preview lies. Camera warning lied. Running across this wall crouched. There was no indication my sniper would be seen. But when I submitted the move, I got spotted. Alright. Either way, we'll let the report go through. We'll come towards here. I still want all the kills, but I don't want to be out in the open. I could have chose to not duck there. It would have been fine. Okay, you're still stunned. This is the last turn you are stunned, though. You need to die. I'm going to attack Surge. It'll affect my CK and then everyone else on their future turn, which is good. I'm going to choose to run up to the high ground, which is going to make my job easier and get rid of the obscured bonus. Wait, am I not high ground still? Wait, why did she get it and I didn't? I'd be like a little bit farther up, I guess. Oh, wait, she's standing on something to reach the... Okay, that's just kind of funny. It teleported into the air. Alright, fine. Okay. I'm going to report that then as well. Let's see. Let me get the map name real quick. Hovertruck Depot. Okay. Cool. Gold key panel on Hovertruck Depot is too high up. My Vanguard here is floating on the air in order to use this panel. It's really hard to tell from a screenshot, but trust, it's definitely real. That explains why she got high ground and my CK didn't. Yeah, it's hard for like a single 2D screenshot to be obvious. That might have been, whatever. It's again like very easy to load the game and know what's going on there. We take our sniper shot or pistol shot. It's guaranteed kill. Great. I think turning this camera off is worthwhile. We're gonna be here for a couple of turns. Let's reload. And let's go ahead and pair up, knocking this thing out. Get all of our loot. Orders received. Yep, sure. The escalation is timers. Okay, well, we're going to get a lot more escalation soon, which means we're going to get reinforcements in a turn. Probably guaranteed. You are looking around. All right. I don't care about this laser fence. You have enough health to not trigger a stress roll. So you can just do it, and it's not a big deal. I might want to run... Actually, you know what? I'm going to still wait where I am. I don't think I can get caught. Right, I'm behind a lot of cover here. So I'm going to wait and see what the guards do. You're running closer. Good for you. See if you can finish your hack. We need to load disarm here to knock this down. Great. We've technically got all the tools we need to deal with this. Let's see if it's bad or not. If you load a program, if you take any action, program loading is gone. So it's really like these two exist. Damage to cyberdeck and hacker health when you take any action is not the end of the world. I've only got one trap reduction though, which means I can't get rid of this without leaving. That's okay though. Yeah, I mean 10 damage to the deck is going to be deck shield, and 10 damage to me is like tankable. So we go here, we drop you, we scan for neighbors, we see there's a lot of traps to get rid of. Load a program and program loading, so we'll take the download, we'll leave, we'll put stuff back on, and then continue on our merry way. Alright, so last thing is these two sets of nodes. Let's start by going down, random choice, download, exit, any action. Okay. And then on exit, okay, we need to load new trap reduction. So let's load that again. Let's run through. And this is load a program, any action, any action. Okay, well, damage cyber deck has to go through. Deck damaged. Ow, double escalations there, so we have low deck shield. Have to get rid of you. And then... Okay, that's fine. This is kind of a minor UI annoyance. Hacking UI annoyance. The, like, ICE display list on download nodes keeps jumping around. No major gameplay impact, but every time I disable an ICE, the like UI jumps around as though it's trying to scroll back up to the downloads or something. Alright, wait for that to go through, and then we're going to be good. Of course, we dropped 80k on the Matrix Snoop. And what that allowed us to do is make this a much less painful process. So that's my downloads being done. I can disconnect. I'm going to delay him and let everyone else grab all the loot, since he is still the guy with the most precious action points. I think optimal pathing is to go out this way, then down. Okay, some money and some stuff. Obviously, we bought this entrance here with the gold. We bought the gold key with a favor from our... Ooh, this is another one. This is another new one. Night Stalker Grip. Cool. You are hunting. I'm glad their hunts... Yeah, so there's definitely a measurable improvement in their hunting AI. Like, this guy's actually somewhere really scary that matters. Where it's like, yeah, you are totally blocking my path out. I don't like that. Please stop. So I'm going to keep delaying. I need Cadillac to throw down lure here to turn him away. Unfortunately... Okay, I need to, like, walk a little bit forward. Like, if I ran here and then back and then down, I wouldn't get out. So I'm going to spend 1 AP running down. That allows me to lure in a more useful direction. Oh, I almost forgot I get seen there. You're at 15, not too worried yet. Yeah, let's lure you guys away. You're looking this way, but it's not too bad. Ah, it's kind of bad, actually. I'm going to refract you. Yeah, your vision cone is very annoying for me. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to run out here then and refract that as well. Well, I want kills, actually. I don't really care. Alright, let's grab loot, and then we'll, like, actually go for combat once everyone's grouped up. Okay, here's another new blueprint. Cool. The Talon Choke. That's probably for a shotgun, I would guess. Heavy damage too. Cool. Another new intrinsic. Alright, cool. Once we start getting some more level 5 plus weapon blueprints, we'll start doing endgame crafting, and it'll be pretty good, I think. I tend to quite enjoy the results of endgame crafting. We'll put you there. We'll find your angle eventually. It'll be okay. But yeah, we're gonna go for combat here. These guys are in annoying enough spots. We've got 2 spots left for the stabilizer. It's clearly in these 2 spots. Rhino can go look for her exit. It's gonna be... Oh, okay, we can get around. Okay, I didn't kind of realize that, but... Laser fence, not a big deal. Out you go. Somewhere around there should be fine. We know where Lure's going to take both of you. This will mean you're going to walk up here and see people. You're at 15, though, which isn't the end of the world. Fatality reported. Sure, yep. Camera turns on. I think it saw one of my guys. It did not. We're just barely out of vision. Cool. Alright, well, based on the fact that you're going relatively early next turn, I can't get to you. I really want to duck your initiative. If I go here, if I go there, look at it'll reach. And I think I'm hidden behind that. I'm actually not sure I am. I'm gonna go down to 2 initiative. I'm gonna go down to 2 AP. Make sure I'm clearly behind this. Camera sees me, crash sensor sees me. Let's look ahead to make sure you guys go later in the turn. Yeah, you're gonna be like right there, which is scary for me. But now you're after everyone though, which is what I wanted. Man, I'm in a really annoying spot here. Okay, so realistically, I need to not die. Only one who can threaten me is you. And everyone else can hide before these guys actually do anything. We should send the team on the other side of this wall and just stun this dude. You, I believe, are not going to be threatening with these boxes here in the way. You see me, I don't care. It does break my, temporary perfect stealth. I could have used Atomic Setter first. I would have gotten spotted. That might have been better, but too late now. You're hunting over that way. Cool. Rhino's gun is incredibly loud. If I go here, I will have the ability to shoot, but the accuracy will be crap. It'll be like minus 64 from range. Watch. Even worse. I could use the revolver, but it's incredibly loud and wake up the entire map, which I don't have to care about, to be honest. I've got 4 of my 12 kills. I mean, realistically, there aren't enough guards. But I should wait at least until the rest of the guards have their turn, so that they don't come to investigate the noise now. I think killing this camera is not needed. There's only one of us running through it as it stands. Put you here and shoot the gun. Alright, the play is let's just go aggressively and let's just go fast and aggressive. Realistically, stealth tools are over. Let's just get kills. Everything here is done. You're going at 20, but you're not going to walk toward me, I'm pretty sure. I guess I could be really safe and throw down another refract. I think also the secondary objective is not looking very likely, so I'm not going to bother with that too much. Let's just throw a refract down to be safe. It's fine. You're up there. We should be hidden from the sniper, or I'm griefing. Okay, we're hidden. Oh, actually, he hides us. That's hilarious. Yeah, absolutely no chance at being quiet. I think screw it. Let's just shoot the gun. He's going to walk over, but we have refract, and we should be fine. Do I want to nest? I think no. Shot 1. That's fine, though. He can't report, but they're going to report gunfire. We get an escalation. High power cameras, okay. Yep, so you're going towards the gunfire, which makes total sense. You're gonna get this kill, no problem. See ya. Let's yield. Let's take down this. Let's keep going and take down that. We want to get our hacker up to this. We want to not get seen by cameras. You are going to look around. You shouldn't see me easily. Alright, hacker can make some forward progress. They're going to just basically run you towards the host, because optional loot is a lot of what I'm going for here. Let's see. You haven't gone yet. I don't care that you haven't gone yet. I'm just going to run straight forward. Alright. We can probably start accelerating here and make fairly quick work of the mission. Your hunting is looking that way. I understand looking that way. It gives you, a lot of sort of visibility on what the map could have, but obviously I know that you're not very helpful. There's no new tally this turn, so we are chilling for a while with no escalations. Yeah, just the 2 tally. No escalations, no new info, so no guards sent anywhere. They're going to keep hunting. Totally reasonable, totally makes sense. Yeah, there are very few guards. This is fire comm, and that fire comm. I should let you have your turn. I can't get there this turn anyway, so I might just choose to do something like this. I'm not going to attack ever. We just knock that down and then run towards the box. You're fine doing nothing else. You're going that way. Ah, you're back on patrol, which actually scares me a little bit. Oh, you know what? Darn. If I had used Tactical Surge at the right turn, I think I could have gotten him onto the host and had someone else knock the stuff down. Oh well. Let's bump the team up. Let's let this guy still have his turn in case he's going to be spicy for some reason. He shouldn't be, but just in case. Okay, no big deal. Alright, let's kill this guy. The problem is he is a fire comm. He's got high quality armor. If I have to shock mine, I will, but I'm going to go last if I can help it. Or at least late if I can help it. Okay, this is going to be the play. We're going to run here and use a stun club. Clean line of sight. These guys are too far for me to care about them. You're going at 14 anyway. You heard me. I could have gone and used silence. That would have been probably better, but oh well. Either way. Oh, interesting. That's another bug. Power Slice does not give an accuracy readout. Just run up and press 2, and you'll see that you don't get any info like you would if you pressed 1. There's a screenshot showing it. Oh, darn. Okay, let's do it again. Power Slice does not give an accuracy readout. Oh, it went through. Okay. I thought I hit cancel, not submit, but I guess I did. Either way, let's stun. Great, you're stunned until the end of your next turn. I have 1 AP, no big deal. Let's be done. I can't yield any further. I don't want to use the shotgun, it's way too loud. I also care about the security device here. So I'm tempted to be a little bit... Yeah, this should be okay, actually. I'm going to hide behind this. That tells me I have line of sight. I should be in range to turn off this camera still. Yes. I don't want to get the heat if I can help it. We still got a 30% chance of Headhunter showing up, although by the fact that it's turn 9 makes me think they're not going to show up. It's too late for that. I feel like they show up earlier if they're going to show up at all. Let's grab the loot. Let's get... Actually, it's going to be hard to get 20 meters away. Stabilizer part 1. Hammerhand is new for me as well. Piece by piece, we're getting what we want. And yeah, can I get this shot within 20 meters? No, not at all. Okay, we're going to go from all the way over here then. Well, I could have done different movement, to be honest, but whatever. Or I can choose to be like... reload the guns, be ready for combat. Which I think is pretty reasonable. I think her setting up and going for these 2 kills is probably, like, correct, actually. Move her here, and then we'll figure out the rest later. I think that's fine. No new info, I'll skip. More cameras turning back on, no big deal. No, nothing's turning back on yet, that's cool. This guy's stunned for the rest of this turn, but he has to die, otherwise he's gonna be annoying to me. Actually, are my... Okay, wait, my tools are back out, that's good. Otherwise I need to go around and use rewind, but we're okay. So, hard shell, overclock, load the things. We've got this layout here. Turn off a bunch of cameras and landmines. I think killing off landmines is good. I'm going to probably go through the south, though, and then end up here. Because I want to knock the CPU down relatively early. Damage to connection use, we go in that order. Tally connection use, we go in that order. I'm cool with that. I'm just going to pop null op here. And in fact, before I go any further, I'm going to run here and null up again. I load disarm, it's fine. This looks okay. CPU spiked, okay, great. I'm going to bypass all of this crap and go up this way. Great, let's take our downloads. Scan for neighbors, we've got one of everything. So let's load anti-trap. Let's go here. Remote controls disabled. Damage to any action. If you load a program, get fucked. Okay, well, don't load a program, got it. Damage to connection. Remote controls. And let's let's see. Let's not get rid of the first two. Let's get rid of 3 and 4. Let's double check our handiwork. We inspect. Yep, we got what we wanted. Okay, great. We don't have anti-active, but to kill the AP, you've got to destroy everything on it. So I'm just going to go here. I'm just going to hit null op. Spike the APU. That lowers the security level on the map by 1. I can clean this stuff out. Connection and connection. Scan. Back to Data Fortress. K. So the options now, because there can be downloads on these nodes, I would like to run through and, like, spot them. So the question is, do I want to, like, move, and that makes me skip one spot? Or do I want to go move, but I have to clear everything out? Yeah, pretty sure that it's correct to go like this. You need passive destruction still. That's every program I could loaded. If you take any action, restarts everything. My shield's good enough for this, so... Actually, what's funny, so technically, this will trigger before you ever use any ice, so it will pop right away and nothing happens. So I can basically hit Deception. This will pop. I believe it preempts this as well. I can double check to make sure it's true. Let's see, I have 20 shield, right? Trap pops. It goes, wait a second. You didn't ask permission. But everything's already on, so I don't care. So, actually, I should send that. It's fine. There are ways to, like, have this happen in a, like, normal way. But, yeah, in a normal setup, this is, like, basically just a dead node. I don't care about program loading just yet. I've gotten what I wanted to here. We can move. Traps only pop once, so we can ignore it now. The damage to connection. Connection use, again, must kill everything. Connection damage is fine. Okay, I'm stuck on IO here, but there might be downloads, so if I can rewind, I can null op. If not, we'll load Deception and kill it that way. Yeah, I'm going to try to rewind, because otherwise it's going to be a really annoying node to deal with. Alright, Cadillac has a bat and can deal a lot of damage every turn. Unfortunately, we got a glancing hit there. We got a shred there. We double check. Yeah, it was a high damage roll glancing hit. 57 pure, if you consider that this thing does 108. We got just over half damage. Then we got a real hit for 109 pure, which, considering that I get bonus pure damage from having some points in strength, makes sense. We get the kill, no problem now. Down you go. Someone needs to run this way at some point to grab the last box. Not in an immediate rush here, but it would be good. Am I safe where I'm standing from these guys? I think the answer is yes. Yep, you're kind of useless. And you're going there. Okay, cool. So I'm going to run back and rewind my hacker so that the next node is easier to deal with. That is just barely in range, so let's do that. Kill's going to be basically impossible, but the last box has like 150k in it, which is worthwhile. Rhino's going to trigger the sensor, or you know what, let's get some kills. So, nest and shoot you? Sure. Shot 1. Not quite a kill. Shot 2 is. See you, nerd. And I could spend my move points going up, but I would rather hold on to what I have and hope this guy runs back into range and we can shoot him, because I want to keep nest up if I can. I waste the movement point. It is what it is. Interference, nothing special. Ah, camera saw me. Crap. Alright, well, let's load this in case I can use it. Let's reload hardshell in case it's going to be valuable. What do we got here? Well, there is a thing that I care about. Right, so here is where the orange hosts get really annoying, okay? When you take any action, when you take any action, when you take any action, and then I can't load any new programs. Okay, so, unload a program when you take any action. Well, if it gets rid of Deception, I'm screwed. I have to go here first. Okay, well, I'm going to take 10 damage to my cyber deck and me. Okay, well, I've got some deck shield, but ow. Okay, 15 damage to my health. Also ow. Also lose stress. That sucks too. Or, null op. Take our download and leave. This is why I did it, because that sucks. I still want the last box though, but we'll be done relatively soon. Let's take you out. Let's use silence. Actually, when does this come back up? It's going to be on 13. Okay. Yeah, let's pop silence and run toward the box. In fact, the entire team can go here, of course. We will not escalate because we already spiked the alarm processing unit, so we don't get real alarms going on. I don't need to use refract or anything. We're not going to get any reinforcements. Again, you're going to wait to see if the guard does anything. You're heading back over. You're on roll patrol. You see my guy, but you're out of action points. And so, guess what it's time for? It's time for shooting you. 500 damage stealth crit. Thank you very much. 300 pure damage, 200 ballistic. And that means Skull Shot is guaranteed to kill, which gives me 3 AP back. I could have gone for Rapid Ready instead, but I'm choosing to simply run forward. If I never reload, I'd rather have the 3 AP, but if I was going to reload, obviously, that would be better. I don't have security scramble, so I've got to run out this way. Basically, I just want to be near the group so I can use Tactical Surge on them on a future turn. This camera might turn, I'm not certain. It likely will, to be honest. Yep, okay. Well, there's no guards to tell anything to. I think you have no reason to be up here. I think you could just simply evac. Good job, buddy. Cadillac's going to run in a straight line. Grab this box, and then run for the exit. We're getting some heat, unfortunately, but... Stabilizer Part 2, Ragnarok Circuit, and some cubes. So yeah, we spent a lot of time getting the last little bit of loot there, but to me it was worth it. I'm going to try to refract this camera. It definitely is looking like it's not going to work. Okay, we blocked basically nothing there. Whatever, you're done, bye. Let's leave the team. Let's see. Yeah, these are down for a while. We're not escalating. There's no unknown unknowns, so I don't need to be too, skittish here. I've already been seen with this camera. We just walk forward. Next turn we turn this camera off or wait for it to turn away, and then our team gets out. I couldn't get out this turn if I wanted to anyway, so we might as well get a little bit less heat. Again, doesn't matter. There's some tally coming in. We are safe. I guess to be really safe, we'll make sure I don't need to use Tactical Surge, but we're fine. Alright. No damage taken. Didn't get our, bonus kill objective, but it's fine, honestly. So, yep. Broken contact there, but we get good XP. We get pretty good money. We would get more if it had actually counted, but yeah, it's fine. So we get quite a lot of stuff from our actual in-person loot. A bunch of level 4 files and stuff, which is cool. Some new stuff that I'll try to investigate. And then by a mix of buying the gold key gave us 4 loot boxes, which is some of the stuff that we got here. The gold key also gave us one of the 2 matrix hosts. And then the matrix hosts itself were relatively valuable. We have a lot of accounts and a good number of files. The primary thing is the epic and legendary accounts here. So, that's pretty valuable in terms of being influence as well as money. They're going to recover soon, which is nice. We have a mission that we could run, but I'm going to wait for Carnivore instead. That's the primary thing, is I want to make sure I don't risk my guys getting hurt. I want to make sure I'm running Carnivore at full strength. Which might include the Scourge being on the team. I'm not certain yet. I think my best team probably is Scourge and Agent EX here. So I'm probably going to wait for them to run Carnivore. So the rest of this episode is going to be a little bit of base setup. I have 500k, which is enough for not that much, actually. Field Ops 3 is 1 million, or Field Ops 4 is 1 million, rather. Hacking Station 3 is probably worth it, but I'm at max tasks right now. I want to counter intel up to 4 for favors. That'll be useful. I want to keep bumping my trainer in detox. That's the primary thing. And then some cold storage as well as... well, I guess I am at max blueprint 5 already. Okay, so what I wanted to look at were the new weapon mods. And we'll start with powerful and rare, or I guess newest, actually. And so what are the new things we got that actually are truly new? So this is a new one. We have a blade grip with a ton of crit damage. This can be put on any kind of melee weapon, so it can actually give you decent stealth crit on a club, but it also means you're going to put your blade crit into the stratosphere. I believe this is new as well, a shotgun barrel with a bunch of crit damage and armor shred. So crit is usually unusual for a shotgun because there's no typical innate crit synergies with a shotgun build. But shotguns can roll armor shred twice. Some of them have, I think, up to 85 or something armor shred. So I think you can literally, with this mod, put the highest level shotguns into literally always shred 2 protection points every single shot if you don't miss. Which is obviously pretty great. So cool. Always shred 2 protection points every shot. Pretty worthwhile. This does take the place of a barrel mod that can give range, but clearly, if you want a supportive shotgun build for Shred, this is amazing. So an upgraded damage blueprint for ARs, UARs, and shotguns. This is damage per bullet, by the way, so it's way better on things that can shoot like 9 bullets in a full auto. For accuracy, 26 damage per bullet, pretty sweet. Heavy barrel for a sniper rifle. Wow. Oh, jeez. Okay, so my core complaint with snipers had been that so there's a sniper talent that gives plus percent optimal range, but the difficulty with that for me was that it didn't matter because the max range and optimal range are so close together that why did you care? But you can get 7 max range here, which is freaking ridiculous. You can have like a 49 max range sniper rifle, which is silly high. Great. I think this is new. I don't remember seeing this before in looking at mods. Of course, I might have just like never gotten the drop, but that's pretty sweet. This, I believe, has already existed. I could be wrong, but it's honestly solid damage increase. Single shot damage 1. This is definitely already existed before. This is level 1. I think I've seen this before as well. It's good for E-rifles, where you can get 1 more hit in the full auto. You get +2 reloads, but the reload costs more action points. Pretty clearly worth it. Again, getting like going from 4 to 5 or 6 to 7 shots in the full auto, clearly worth it. Getting 2 more reloads, clearly worth it. Getting, you know, another 15% more damage per bullet. Like, this is so much of the power of these guns. Like, this is huge. This already existed. This has already existed as well. Energy weapon damage existed before, but hey, accuracy and pure damage per bullet, great. This might be new. I think this is, yeah, it's an ion bat, and this is also an ion bat, so these are on direct comparison. I would pretty clearly not take this. Like, it makes the reload cost 5 action points, which is like really silly. But you get a lot of ammo, which, you know, sure, but nah. This has already existed. This already existed. This is new. So shotgun body mod of a ton of arc for Overwatch. Okay, sure. If you really want to use your shotguns for Overwatch, okay, fine. I'm not going to do that. The other thing it's good for is as a body mod, because it can go on E-rifles, is it makes the full auto cone a lot wider. You can probably get like a 180-degree cone almost with this. So, yeah, you get, you know, even though it has the same icon, it is a different body mod slot. Okay, cool. This is pretty playable. And then the rest of these are all stuff I've seen before, right? They're all level 2s and 3s and whatnot. So, cool stuff, though. Alright, so the rest of the plan is get these guys out of Detox and get Carnivore ready. And next episode is Carnivore. Alright, that's the plan. Let's go. Also, let's just randomly save our progress. Not that I've actually run into issues, but, like, sure. 1 second. Okay, cool. Oh, sorry, let's do training as well before I forget. Apologies for the delay on that one. CK is still not ready. I need 4 XP. Face is ready. I've gotten pretty much what I want out of field coordination. I've got what I want out of Puppet Master. I should really get the extra charge of Co-Conspire. It's actually worth it just to like not have this cooldown go to waste. But it's also really worth it to bump my Corpo contacts. Man, I actually still want this and this. I don't care about care and feeding. Efficiency grind is whatever to me. Digital coordination is actually pretty sweet. Man, yeah, I want this, and I want basically these two. I want the 2 points here. I want the 2 points here. I don't think I need the third ever, but I think this is worthwhile. Just to like bank the cooldown a bit more, and it's functionally a cooldown decrease because at some point it will overcap. And I want this to get some of the stuff here as well. Dropping it under 10 and getting some of the nice, you know, early stuff here. I think it's worthwhile, right? We are bringing a hacker and a lot of stuff. And then at some point much later on, close to like level 20, we'll go Insider Hustle. So what's the actual priority then is the question. What is actually most important here? I think, honestly, let's go ahead and have Dealmaker affect Corpo contacts as well, so that they start getting more influence from their missions. I think this is pretty worthwhile. This is in probably half of all situations double the influence gain of a mission, which is like just worth it now. I've got enough valuable Corpo contacts. Our sniper's ready to train. That's good. We've already capped out Quiet Kill. We can now cap out Fleeting, so we can get an extra charge, so we can pop this more often. Great. Our Vanguard gets a point. I really do want the range of Jam Kit here. but I really want to max out lure first. So 50-meter radius is good. 25-meter cast is good. I will take... I think I'm actually going to take the cast range. But it is worth getting everything here. Yeah, realistically, I think you could just spend your first 12 levels capping out Jam Kit and Lure and Refract and having a great time playing a Vanguard. Silence is totally fine. I think Synapse Short is not great, but it would save you a point if you don't want to get Silence at all. I think Silence other points are okay. +1 duration on Silence is a pretty big deal. And if you are going to do the stealth crit stuff, like getting a ton of stealth crit chance, getting like +20% here, can really make sure that your one big sword swipe is going to kill your opponent. Now, the rest of the crit chance is still hard to get. You got all the way over to Blend, 25% here, 50% here. So you can get 50% from this, you can get 20% from this. You got to get your other 30% somewhere else. Have fun finding it. You can use a soldier for marker sites, things like that. But between Silence and Blend, again, especially going up to here, these are less needed. You often don't need the damage increases, but they're there if you want them. Like, basically, you can rush up with Silence, pop Blend, and then immediately strike, and you have 100% stealth crit chance. You have, I think, yeah, it gives you a little bit of like 30% stealth crit damage as well. And so you can use that to start one-shotting people. You can get a second charge of Silence. It's a 4-turn cooldown, 3-turn cooldown. You can get a second charge of Blend, also 4-turn cooldown, by the way. So you can basically, you know, turn 1, turn 2, turn 5, one-hit kill a guard each time. Pretty decent, right? Anyway, again, Lure's great, Refract is great, Jam Kit's great. I like all three. A stealth Blend build, totally reasonable. Oh, actually, I forgot. Anticipation is also here. Anticipation can give you another 10 crit, so you can get 50 here, 20 here, 10 here. You still need some more, but yeah, cool stuff. I actually personally believe Anticipation should have crit on it, so that you can use it as part of this loop. Right? They're all close together, right? You would like path by Anticipation to get to Blend. This is already like a starter talent, so like that's a really nice kind of grouping here. And then not much else affects enemies. Synapse Short just is minus accuracy, which you don't have to care about. Protection isn't anything too special. You just run without triggering stuff. Okay, fine. Dome Shot does give cover bonus and evasion, but again, I feel like playing up Vanguard as a crit class is a bit more thematic, but kind of whatever. Anyway, that's done for now. As I said, we're going to move forward and be in a spot where we can do the next things we care about. Okay, there's him being done with his wound. Here's the detox being done for you. Let's start getting the team ready for Carnivore. We're going to prep our mercs to deploy. I am probably going to say, so we could go through the Chem Factory, which is the initial one, which requires hacking, or we can go through the old tunnels, which doesn't, which is what we got from the Legwork. I think in terms of pure power, Chem Factory is technically, I would argue, stronger. But it's not, doesn't really matter. Like, basically, there's a host here that you can grab for loot, and loot is nice. But the old tunnels are very reasonable. Keeping your sec level below 1 in case you go loud, very reasonable as well. So if we plan this path, we still need a hacker for the end mission, so it's going to happen no matter what. But really, the big thing is, we know we want our hacker. I'm going to choose to want the Scourge, and I'm going to choose to want the Agent EX here as well, because we are trying to be stealthy. And so I'm going to swap you out for the AR setup here. I'm going to swap you out for the shotgun. I guess they're both on a sword, is kind of funny, so I'll have to switch this for the pistol. Actually, I'm going to switch this around. You're going to have a pistol, and we're going to have the you have the sword. Because I can silence this already, so I don't care that there's no like good secondary here. And then yeah, you're going to have the pistol. And then my eventual Agent EX is going to have the Urban Assault and... Or no, right, you need to swap your stuff out then for... What, the Sniper setup then? I need to move some things around on you real quick. I think there's a better suppressor. Yep, there is. We're going to run this one. We're going to... Oh, actually, you need to have the better barrel as well. Okay, this is now the new... Sniper Revolver setup. That's you. And then, yeah, whoever goes here is going to have the Urban Assault and the SMG, which will be the Agent EX. I don't believe I'm doing anything silly with my mods. These all look very reasonable. You've got the suppressor. Yep. One thing I can look real quick is there a better suppressor available? It's actually the same. These are identical, so no. but I think a silenced AR is going to be pretty useful. I'm happy to use that. He's going with the sniper setup. The reason why is hackers often have quite a lot of tech, which gives them decent crit chance. It's not a ton, but it's +7. Better than anyone else has. So I think that's pretty reasonable overall. Even if he doesn't have a bunch of other talents for that. And again, the Agent EX will go on the next one. The first stage does not have any hacking, so the Matrix Snoop is not useful. And then I've already bought all of these, so once again, let's get him out of the detox, and then we will tell ourselves that next episode is going to be what we're looking for. Let's sort by stress. Let's send the sniper, because you're not going on this mission, so you can go ahead and detox. Great. Let's get our guy back. Hype limit break, cool. Plus sleuth for legwork chance seems pretty decent. Will is of no value to me, so let's take sleuth. Detox is upgraded. We can go for a bit more. This is going to be more stress reduction per trip. Okay. Our guy is ready. Mission planning, prep mercs. We're going to have you go. We're going to swap you in for the urban assault and the SMG. There you go. That's you. He's stressed. It is what it is. He'll get some kind of downgrade because of the stress limit. This gun is still too loud for me to really want to put in something special. We've got as much range we're going to get on this gun. It's totally fine. I'm happy with what we got. This is us. So, next episode, we will run Carnivore. It is a quite interesting and often fairly difficult mission that unlocks getting a new content. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.